Hey everyone, welcome back, or if you're just joining us, welcome to KSSP Podcast. I'm Spencer.
I'm Katie. Today we're going to be talking about alcohol in this episode. So we'll start with a little image here. This is from OA text. This is how alcohol affects the brain. Let's just look at these different parts of the brain. So the hippocampus, your memory is controlled by the hippocampus, and drinking a lot of alcohol at one time can cause you to black out or forget a period of time. Long-term alcohol abuse can permanently damage the hippocampus, making it difficult for a person to learn. Then the hypothalamus. Many body processes, such as the heart rate and the feeling of hunger or thirst, are controlled in this small area. Alcohol can slow your heart rate and make you hungrier and thirstier. Then the central nervous system. So alcohol slows down this system, which is made up of the brain, spinal cord, and nerves. So this makes it a depressant, and that affects how signals flow through your body, making you think, speak, and move more slowly. We have the medulla. Involuntary processes such as breathing and maintaining the body temperature are controlled here. Drinking a lot of alcohol at one time can shut down the medulla, leading to a coma. And then we've got the cerebellum. This part of the brain is important for coordinating many of your daily movements, such as walking and grabbing objects. Alcohol can slow your reflexes, and it may cause you to lose your balance or make your hands shake. And then the cerebral cortex. This is the main area involved in thinking, decision-making, emotions, and the five senses. Alcohol's effects on this area can impair your ability to think clearly and lower your inhibitions. May make you act without thinking or make you angry for no reason. And alcohol may affect your senses such as blurring your vision. Long-term alcohol abuse can permanently damage this region. So that's just a little visual to show how alcohol affects the brain. And the typical route of administration for alcohol is drinking. I guess I'll just add that there are other routes of administration as well for all of these. We'll just be listing the typical routes of administration, the most common ones.
Oh, yeah. Okay, and then we're going to move on to kind of more in-depth pharmacology of it too. So alcohol or ethanol. So, identifying molecular targets for ethanol has proven unusually difficult in large part due to its unique biochemical properties. Ethanol is a very low molecular weight compound and is of exceptionally low potency in its actions, causing effects only at very high millimolar concentrations. Although it has been established that ethanol modulates ion channels to mediate its effect, ion channels are complex proteins, and their interactions and functions are complicated by diverse subunit compositions and regulation by conserved cellular signals, or signaling lipids. While no binding sites have been identified and established unambiguously for ethanol at present, it appears that it affects ion channels, in particular ligand-gated ion channels, to mediate its effect in the CNS. It can enhance or inhibit the activity of a variety of ion channels, including the GABA receptor, the inotropic glutamate AMPA kinase and NMDA receptors, the glycine receptor, the nicotinic acetylcholine receptors, the serotonin 5-HT3 receptor, voltage-gated calcium channels, and BK channels, among others. However, many of these actions have been found to occur only at very high concentrations that may not be pharmacologically significant at recreational doses of ethanol, and it is unclear how or to what extent each of the individual actions is involved in the effects of ethanol. Ethanol has long shown a similarity in its effects to positive allosteric modulators of the GABA receptor like benzodiazepines, barbiturates, and various general anesthetics. It is theorized and widely believed that the primary mechanism of action is a GABA receptor positive allosteric modulator. Findings suggest a binding site for ethanol on subpopulations of the GABA receptor with specific subunit compositions via which it interacts with and potentiates the receptor. This suggests that a metabolite, not the ethanol itself, can affect the primary targets of ethanol, intoxication.
Interesting. So, yeah, and lastly, we're just gonna go over this little picture here really quick. This is from the NIH, the National Institute on Alcohol Abuse and Alcoholism. And this is alcohol-associated organ damage. So, cardiac, aka your heart. Alcohol can cause cardiac arrhythmias, cardiomyopathy, ischemic heart disease, and hypertension. As far as your oral cavity, it can cause esophageal cancer and oral cavity cancer. And then with your liver, it can cause steatosis, which is a fatty liver, steatohepatitis, fibrosis, cirrhosis, cirrhosis is a common one, alcohol-associated hepatitis, and liver cancer. Then gastrointestinal systems, it can include gut leakiness, microbial dysbiosis, or colorectal cancer. Neurologically, it can cause ischemic stroke or hemorrhage stroke, or hemorrhagic stroke, rather. And then with your lungs, it can cause acute respiratory distress syndrome. I'm assuming that's all one word. And it can also cause pneumonia. With your muscles, it can cause myopathy and wasting. The pancreas can cause acute or chronic pancreatitis. And the bone, impaired fracture repairs and reduced bone density. So, yeah, those are some of the side effects of overusing alcohol. That's pretty much it for this episode. In our next episode, join us as we discuss marijuana.
And as always, you can leave a comment below if you have any topics that you want to hear us go over in future episodes.
You can reach out to us on Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok. We also occasionally Twitch live streams, so follow us there to get notified when we do.
And don't forget to give this video a like, as well as follow or subscribe to our other social media accounts and turn on notifications so that you get notified when our future content comes out. Otherwise, we will see you all in the next video.